Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, guys and girls, boys and girls, children of all ages. Harris here. Start with, I want to stop and wish everyone a very, very Merry Christmas. Those of you that are traveling on Saturday for go out to see family, friends, and all that, please be safe. We don't want to see anybody hurt, injured, killed, any of that stuff. Uh, I know during the holiday season, a lot of fatalities happen out on the roadways. Please, 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 please don't be one of those numbers. Anyway, just want to jump in here real quick. Uh, those of you in the survivor pool, not survivor pool, the confidence pool, with the game being canceled tonight, I don't know how it's going to affect the pool. I guess we'll have to wait and see how ESPN handles it. I know Hawaii was the one that canceled the game last night because of COVID. So that game was canceled, and also Rutgers jumped in as playing New Year's Day, I believe it is, for Texas A&M. So they'll be playing Wake Forest in the Orange or in the Gator Bowl. I know it's down here in Florida somewhere. Uh, Real quick, I did get another red, white, and blue race in. It was scheduled for 22 turns on a road course. At the might have been Watkins Glen. I have to double check offhand. But anyway, the race got to the halfway point. Rolled a actually about turn seven. Had a rare roll on it, top group, and when I rolled on the rare, it was the rain event. So I had to roll a single die to see how many turns down the road. Well, a little bit just jumping in. How many turns down the road it would be before I had to start rolling to see if the event was canceled or stopped at that point, and ended up with a 4. So turn 11 got to me. Finished turn 11. But it must have been turn 8 or something like that. Anyway, turn 11 I get to. And I end up rolling a 6. So the race is canceled at that point. All right, we did finish halfway. It was 22 turn race. And rolls finished turn 11 is what it was. I rolled for the next one, see if we're going to go into turn 12, and it hit a 6. So a 1 or 6 stops the race at that point. So at that point, stage 2 came to a close, and the checker flag came out. And it just so happened, me in the 81 car was the leader. That's a card that Keith created for me in the 1979 Red, White, and Blue Pro set. Uh, I have the 81 car, which, he did ask me what number I'd like, when he done this a couple years back. So I took number 81 because I knew there wasn't an 81 in any of the sets at that point. He gave me 4 gas pedals, 1 brake pedal, fast pit of 6, escape of 9. That escape cost me earlier in the season, the first race of the year at Daytona. I was collected. I couldn't pass the escape, and then I also couldn't pass the trouble roll itself for the incident. I was one of the 20 cars taken out in that big melee. Uh, well, he gave me 4 qualities. He gave me control, skill, smart, and heat. So it's cool. I won a race even though it was rain shortened. The rest of the top 10, I'll give the top 10 here. I was first. Carl Edwards in the number 19 was second. Austin Bigler in the 77 was third. Mike Skinner driving the 31. He finished fourth. Morgan Shepard in the 75 was fifth. Austin Dillon in the 3 was sixth. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the 17 finished seventh. Eighth place was number 61, Craig Greco. Joey Justice in ninth and the 13 car, and Casey Kane was fifth. 10th in the number 5 car. So, yeah. it's pretty cool to win a race. Anyway, what just happened? There we go. Uh, so it's 5 races down, 5 different winners. So it's 5 drivers in the playoffs. At this point, playoff drivers are Ricky Rudd in the number 90, Richard Petty in the 43, Pete McAtee in the 39, Austin Bigler in the 77, and myself in the 81. So we will see how that goes. I ended up with stage bonus out of it and the win bonus, so that's cool. What else we got going on? Yeah, like I said, with tomorrow being Christmas, actually about an hour and 13 minutes away from Christmas Day here on the East Coast. The biggest thing I'm going to drop in for was wish everybody a Merry Christmas. And everybody, please, please, please be safe out there. Rob, if you check in on this, or Dar, still thinking about you. I know you guys are both battling COVID. Rob, I know you said you were feeling a little bit better, but we will get both of you back up on your feet. We miss having you on here, big guy. It's not the same logging on, throughout the day and not seeing a video to check out and catch up on. All right. Coming up within the next couple days, Darius has asked me to talk about his mock draft for the NFL for the 1920 or for 2022 first round. I'll find over his list. Some of the picks I agree with, some I disagree with. But it's all depending on where everybody finishes, of course. But what he's got here right now, pretty much agree with the positioning. A couple of picks I disagree with, like I said. We'll discuss it. His 1 and 2 guys, I probably have them going backwards. But we will see. Also, there's teams that we have with the first and second pick in the first round, probably Jacksonville and Detroit in some order there. Maybe throw the Jets in there. Those teams, they could probably trade their first round pick for multiple picks. And that's what I would probably do. All right, especially the Jets, considering they probably have the Seattle pick in the first round. Excuse me. They have Seattle's pick in the first round. Package one of those 2 picks for the first for 3 or 4 picks, at least 2 picks, but try to get 3 or 4 picks later in the draft. It also saves you money if you go later in the draft. You're going to get some of the same quality players. It's just being smart, knowing who to take. The later you could draft a guy, the less money it's going to cost your franchise. Okay, and the Jets with their attendance, they don't have a lot of money to spare right now. Detroit, you got a team with heart there. They're still filling up the dome. So, they're still filling it. Jacksonville, on the other hand, their attendance down the tubes. So they really need to look at trying to trade their first round pick. Even if they have that first pick overall, they can't afford to pay another player like they're paying Lawrence right now. All right, so if they could trade, I'm not saying they're going to end up there, but there's a possibility. They trade that number 1 pick down, get a pick in a second, pick in a third, pick in a fourth, or 2 picks in a third, or pick in a fourth, something like that. Let's say some quantity over quality. I mean, you're mode anyway, so that's probably the way to go there. Still nothing on the player lockout. I know Buck Showalter signed with the Mets management this past week. There were a couple of free agent or arbitration signings that happened before the lockout that have been announced here recently. I don't know why they didn't announce them when they happened and they waited until now. It makes it almost makes it look like that they're not locked out per se and that they're still talking, which they're not. Anything that's being done now had to be done before the lockout. What else do I have here? Anything else I had here to go over tonight? That's about it. That's about it. My notes right now. I know Rob missed making his picks with us live on Tuesday night. We done that here. We didn't do it on his channel. He did pass his picks along to Keith. I haven't talked to Keith yet, but Rob's picks are in. Um, I know as of Wednesday night, the NFL had 161 players on the COVID inactive list. So I don't know how they're going to handle that. I haven't checked today to see the movement. I did see across the screen some guys have been removed from that list, but then again, you have some other guys going on the list. So I don't know what the numbers at right now. I'll check that tomorrow, sometime during the day. I'm going to try to jump on here tomorrow. Not promising, but down the road, I'm hoping to get on here every day with at least a little something. Yeah, still trying to figure out which way I want this thing to go, and all brand new to me hosting, but we'll make it work. All right. With that being said, I am going to roll. Got a house full of kids here in the morning, so we gotta get set up for that. And I want to get some sleep because I know they're going to end up waking us up come 6:30. Buck crack of dawn, they're going to have us all up wanting to open presents, and it's going to be a madhouse. So with that being said, I want to wish everybody a very, very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. If you're traveling, please, please, please be safe. Um, I will check, see what ESPN's going to do with the games that are canceled, games that are changed. I don't know how we're handling that in the confidence pool. Darius, like I said, I did get your list. We'll review it either here or over on the Jabroni Network on Rob's channel with all four of us. So, all right, guys, I'm out here for the night. Like I said, Merry Christmas to everybody and have a good night. Be safe. Take care, folks.